Good evening, everybody. Today I'm going to do a video on a very disturbing incident that happened late last year. I believe it was in October of 22, and it has something to do with I'm pretty sure a lot of us have heard of it at by now at this time, because it's a very popular story. Happened in Taylorsville, Mississippi. A very gruesome murder and decapitation of a young man named Rasheem Carter. Now, he's from Mississippi also, but he's not from Taylorsville. He was just working in Taylorsville. He was from another part of Mississippi. So it's just been on my heart. It was a very nasty evil crime. The young man was decapitated. His spinal cord was ripped from the skull, and his head was chopped off, and his manhood was found in his mouth. His name is Rasheem Carter, and you can find him, Rasheem Carter, murdered in Mississippi. So, like I said, it's been on my heart. I've been paying attention to the story. I've been following it. He may have let everybody know exactly who it was who did this to him. He had sent some text messages to his mom, called his mom, told her that there were some white dudes in some cars. I don't know how many, 2 or 3 or whatever. And they were chasing after him, calling him all kind of racial slurs and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a video. I want the cards just to give me, I just want to see how the story happened. I want to see the cards, how they're going to tell it. And I want the cards to reveal to me who it was who's guilty of this crime. Even though the young man had told his mama in one text that if something happens to me, so-and-so did it. Okay? So this so-and-so happened to be somebody he was either working with or working for, and they had a disagreement. Oh, let's see what happened. We're gonna see what the tarot has to say about Rasheem Carter. Rasheem Carter, the murder of Rasheem, the brutal murder of Rasheem Carter. Tarot, tell me what happened. What happened? Okay, I felt something. So I'm just gonna put these cards down. The first card that comes up is the Ace of Swords. When I look at this card, I think of a sword. And what do you do with swords? You can, well, literally chop things up. So I believe this is talking about the decapitation. So the Ace of Swords comes up. Also, the Ace of Swords talks about major challenges, problems, disputes that can end in violence. Okay? Because a sword is an instrument of war, considering, what, because the tarot represents a time before, I believe, guns. So this is an instrument of war used back then in those times. Okay, so the Ace of Swords is the first card to come up. So okay. Okay. So I'm getting the Three of Wands comes up, and the Six of Pentacles comes up reverse. The Nine of Pentacles comes up reverse, and the Temperance card. All right. You know what I'm thinking about? What this reminds me of? Definitely, it could have an element, a financial element to it with these pentacles coming up. These are money cards. The Future card comes up three of wands. That's also a card of planning and choices. Okay, so I believe, to me, I'm gonna look at it like this. Somebody was expecting something monetary that did not come, wasn't forthcoming, or they weren't getting the money promised to them. And the person who promised this money, the Nine of Pentacles, had the ability to pay them. Okay, so I kind of feel that with the Temperance card, there was some tolerating. There was a tolerance there. It's almost like, okay, I'll be patient, I'll wait. But what you're doing is not right, because you have the means and the ability and the time and resources to pay me. Okay, so there's definitely a monetary element in these cards. Oh, wow. The Hierophant comes up. The Knight of Swords comes up reversed. The Two of Wands comes up. And the Emperor comes up reversed. Okay. These weren't just some ordinary Joes he was dealing with, okay? And you know what I'm thinking with that Knight of Swords? He made somebody mad. Somebody was very, very angry, okay? And the Emperor reversed, somebody was angry and cowardly. You know what I'm saying? They refused to be an adult about it. But I kind of feel like the cards are saying he messed with somebody. He didn't know their capabilities, and they had the capability to be obviously very cruel with the Knight of Swords reversed, because the Knight of Swords is a dangerous enemy. Okay, a dangerous enemy. He wasn't trying to listen to this young man's demand that he be paid fairly, or he get his just due. He wasn't trying to listen. So this with that Knight of Swords, wow. It's almost like he was at a crossroad. He said, "Shoot, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make this happen. I'm angry. Um, I'm ready to do the unthinkable." With that Knight of Swords coming up reversed. Okay, so let's go here. Also, when I look at the Emperor and the Hierophant, I think of two older people, and I'm looking at male energy. I'm seeing male energy, so I'm looking at two older people and a younger one that was definitely ruthless. The Knight of Swords can be ruthless, dangerous, and don't mind doing anything to you. They don't mind hurting you. Okay, they don't mind risking getting. They don't mind getting themselves hurt. Also, with that Six of Coins reverse, oh my goodness, I didn't think of that at first. Oh my goodness, the Six of Pentacles reverse can talk about jealousy and envy. Oh my goodness. I guess this person revealed too much about who they were and how smart or intelligent or whatever they were and what type of future that they had, and they were looking forward to. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, jealousy. Okay, that adds another spin to it. So he ran into people who were okay. So I'm gonna just pull out some more cards, another line of cards, and let's see what else the cards are trying to say. Okay. So there's an element that has something to do with money, jealousy, uh, violence, extreme violence involving so far two males, two powerful people, two males in high positions are just, you know, um, two people that knows who to go to get the job done. Okay, so let me pull out some more cards. Wait a minute. Okay. Oh goodness. Okay. Um, I didn't pay attention to the bottom card that came out. All right. So I'm looking at the moon comes up, the four of swords, the star, and the three of pentacles. And at the bottom of the deck comes up the Knight of Cups. When let's go back to Knight of Cups, and then I'm sorry, I'll go back to, I didn't mean to skip over like that. The Knight of Cups talks about an offer. I believe that somebody paid somebody, these people, the Emperor and the Hierophant paid somebody to do this to this young man. I don't believe that they did it to him themselves. Now I'm not gonna lie, I pulled out all these cards and I was looking for another card to come up, okay? But then again, I kind of think it did. All right, so let's go back to the well, we know that there are a lot of lies being told, okay? Not for swords. They just trying to just let it go and rest and stuff like that. All right. Um the star and the three of pentacles. I kind of feel that with these cards coming up, I kind of feel like somebody was like, look, let's just let it go. Let's work with it. Work through this, and let's go and let's get us some coffee or something or whatever. Let's talk about it. They were lying. They weren't trying to work things out with him. Not at all. Not at all, okay? And the three of pentacles could talk about three main characters. Now I'm seeing female energy come up. I'm wondering it also if this had something to do with a girl. It could be they could have enticed him or tricked him using a woman. But at some point they were like, look, I'm sorry. Let's work things out. You don't have to be this way. Da 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 blah blah, and they were lying. They weren't trying to work anything out with this young man. So the Empress comes up, the Tower, and the Seven of Swords, and the King of Swords. Okay, the King of Swords is definitely a malevolent character in all of this. All right. The Emperor, that could be his mom very angry and trying to get justice and not being able to. Oh my God, I hope that is not the case. But definitely the Tower can also talk about a death. So Ace of Swords, decapitated. Yeah, they paid somebody to do this to him. I believe that they used a woman to trick him into seeing them, or they are something. I'm seeing some female energy at the end, but definitely they lied to him, making him think, let's work this out and just let it go. And when they had already planned this young man's death, I kind of feel, and I hate to say that, I pulled out all these cards, and I don't see the card that talks about justice. Also, I was looking for another card. Uh, the Eight of Pentacles are the Knight of Pentacles, because supposedly the people who did this to him are people um that he worked with, and that to me was verified by the Three of Pentacles. So wow, I'm seeing the Ace of Pentacles come up again. Offer for money, a money offer. People that this man knew. People that this man knew. He offered them money to do this to this young man. People that he was working with. At least 3 people involved. I see a triangle. And also, when I look at this King of Swords, and I look at the Hierophant and the Emperor, also looking at people who are in very important positions. Okay, that could be police. That can be the judge, um, prosecutor. They got some very powerful people working with them. When I look at this Six of Pentacles card, and knowing that, and it just came to me because I usually don't interpret the Six of Pentacles that way, but it can be jealous and envy. It's definitely people who he was around. This wasn't no random murder. This is people that Three of Pentacles worked with. It was a money issue. He was due some money, and they kept holding it off. Um, and then they got into a dispute over it. Okay. Yeah, they paid somebody to do this terrible thing to him. There are people in high places that can either help or hurt the investigation. And I don't see him getting any justice anytime soon, because I'm looking at these Pentacles cards coming in at the end. People getting paid off to just look at that six of swords. Just go ahead and move on and leave it alone. Just leave it alone. So when I look at the Ten of Cups, I think of people in this situation, people who are very connected and know each other intimately. He was murdered. He had to be murdered by the man that he told his mother about, and said to her, "Mom, if something happens to me, so and so did it." Because these were people he had some type of issue with concerning finances and money, and they were working together. Now they got these powerful people on their side, and people have been paid off. People have been paid off, and it doesn't look like his family will get any justice. He will get any justice. God rest his soul, bless his heart. Well, I'm gonna pray for justice. Anyway, this is unacceptable. He wasn't no regular young man. He was very smart. He had in 2020, right before the pandemic or the plandemic, he had opened up a very successful restaurant. He was just, I think he was what 21, 22 years old. He opened up his own restaurant and was in the process of building more in different places. And as a result of the pandemic, he had to, he had to alter his goals. He had to close his restaurant down and stuff like that. But he wasn't down and out, but he did need a job. So wow, just trying to pull himself up by his bootstraps. And he gets cheated out of his money. People are jealous of him. And they conspire to kill him. Because because he stood up for himself. I'm not going to let you do this. Something simple as that. And like I said, I see a woman, possibly a woman involved, that tricked him. She tricked him into lowering his guard. And yeah, he was tricked and lied to. And I see feminine energy. But anyway, we're going to pray that Rasheem Carter receives his just due. And the people definitely, whoever owed him some money and wasn't trying to pay him, that's the person that they need to look at. Peace.